Hey, what is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. I hope you guys are doing really well. Today I'm just going to be reflecting on the weekend's game against West Brom. We won! We bloody won! What? We actually won. Yeah, we did win a game. The first time in 11 games, I think it was. The first time I've seen Norwich City win in the flesh since November. It's been a while, and damn did we celebrate hard. It was like we'd just won the world. You can't win the World Cup as a club, can you? It's just like we've won the Champions League at the end of that final whistle. It was brilliant. The atmosphere was brilliant, and it just felt like we were all together again. There was a really good vibe after the Man City game, and me and Chris and everyone really all said the only way this is going to be a good result is if we back this up with another good performance and good result at West Brom, and we went and done it. I said in my previews we'd win this game. There's something about West Brom and Norwich that the away team just always wins, it seems. I've been there. I've been to the Hawthorns 4 times now, the most times I've ever been to like in a certain away game, and we've won every single time. We just love West Brom, and I mean, it wasn't a good game. It wasn't a good game for the neutral, but we never really looked threatened. The 2 chances they had were both put on us by ourselves. One was a stray Gary O'Neill pass. The other one was John Ruddy giving the ball away. But we defended so well for the whole game. I've got a few notes down here, and I think the first person I'm going to pick up on is Tim Close. Wow, he is such a good player. He's just gone into that defence and just made it look so solid. It's amazing what one bit of quality can do to a team. He's just so composed. And I was saying to my mates on the coach on the way back, I don't actually think people realise just how important them headers were at the end when West Brom had a couple of balls thrown into the box. I think they had a couple of corners late on, you know, really trying to mount pressure on us, throwing the ball in long. You've got Rondon on there. You've got a lot of big players. West Brom are quite a tall team, and Close was just sticking his head in the way of everything. It was just fantastic. And he brings so much composure to the back line as well. And he made Sebastian Bassong look like a good defender. It was just fantastic. Not taking any credit away from Bassong, but Bassong done well. I thought Olsen was really good. The Norfolk Cafu is back to his best. He was excellent. And we've got a spine in the team now. We said it in the fan cams after the Man City game. It looks like we've got a spine. That midfield pairing of Howson and O'Neill just works so well. And you got Close next to either Bennett or Bassong, and that's working lovely. And then the 2 up front, which we haven't seen for a long time this season, of Bamford and Mbakani, wasn't really doing much in the first half, but second half, wow, did they start playing football. Bamford was holding it up. He looked really frustrated to be substituted off, and it was a real shame, but it needed to be done. And I think Bamford can hold his head up high after his performance. He'd done all he could. Mbakani didn't look too fussed in the first half, but second half he came out like a Congolese battering ram, just running into people, elbowing them, doing what he needs to do. And in the words of Tom, out shithousing West Brom. We played them off the park at their own game. We just chucked the ball long. I wouldn't say we played bad football. We just done what we needed to do, and it's so pleasing to see a Norwich City team do that, because so many times this season we've played so well and lose games or draw games. We weren't particularly great against West Brom, but we turned up with a game plan and we executed the game plan really well, and we won the game. I'm just so pleased. And also then to back up what was a fantastic win with Newcastle and Sunderland drawing, it means that it's in our hands now. It really is in our hands, because if Sunderland or Newcastle would have won, it would have, you know, probably still left us one of the favourites to go down. Now, we win our games at home, we're pretty much staying up. And also, Crystal Palace are being dragged back into it. Alex Neil apparently said today that this relegation battle is not over, and he wants to drag Crystal Palace back into it. You think if we beat Palace away and then beat Newcastle at home, we could go above Crystal Palace depending on other results. It really is crazy, and it's crazy how a couple of good performances turn things around, and how a couple of good performances makes you forget everything else kind of thing, because we look so compact, and that's 2 clean sheets in a row now. I know West Brom aren't the most free-flowing scoring team. I think they've probably scored probably the fewest amount of goals in the Premier League, except for like Villa or someone. But they defend well, and they're well drilled, and they're mid-table for a reason. They're a good team with some good players. I like Rondon and other players like that. But we just turned up and we've done what we needed to do. It is so pleasing. Jarvis, that assist. it's nice to have a bit of luck as well. They had a couple of chances through Sessegnon. I'm not sure who the other one was through, but luck went our way, and it's things like that that you need in this, because we haven't had any luck this season at all. You think back to the Liverpool game and Man City away and Chelsea at home, and these kind of games where we should have been picking up points, and things that we couldn't control didn't go our way. This week, the Jarvis missed shot fell perfectly to Brady. They hit the crossbar. That would have probably gone in last week or the week before. Sessegnon missed a one-on-one, which would have probably banged in the top corner a couple of weeks ago. Just little things like that all mount up really nicely. So hopefully, from now until the end of the season, luck is in our hands, which is really, really good. And I suppose the final point is how well we defended set pieces. West Brom are known for scoring set pieces. They've scored over 40% of their goals from set pieces this season. They never really threatened. I know Craig Gardner had a good ball whipped in, zipped past the back post, but Ruddy looked really good. He was well positioned. The defence was well positioned. We just looked like a football team, and that was so pleasing. And you know, I rocked up with my mates to West Brom. We like to try and create some atmosphere, and it was really dead on the concourse. And I was thinking, there's just something not right about this season, you know. The fans don't seem to want it, the players don't seem to want it. And then we got out and into the stadium, and it was electric. It was really, really good. And I suppose my message to the fans is, I'm not going to try to put a rally call out there, but just get behind the boys, you know, sing, have a good time. Things are a lot better when you sing instead of just sitting there a bit sluggish. But it was really good. It was a fantastic away day. Saw loads of cool people. We got the 3 points, and I'm feeling really confident now. You know, we've got some massive fixtures coming up. I'm not going to get carried away, because a loss to either Sunderland or Newcastle could really screw our season up. But you know, I said in my prediction video, loads of people were saying, "Oh, that's so biased. You don't really believe that." I do genuinely believe them predictions I wrote down. I wouldn't be saying it otherwise. I genuinely believe that we are capable of losing only one more game this season. And to be honest, not many people can argue with me after that weekend's performance, because if we perform like that against Newcastle, Sunderland, Crystal Palace, and the other games we've got, we're probably going to pick up a lot of points. And that's really pleasing. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Are we staying up? Are we not? Is your confidence a lot higher after that weekend's game? And just leave me your general thoughts on what was a fantastic weekend for Norwich City. I hope you guys are all well. Lots and lots of videos coming up as always. If you haven't checked out the videos from the West Brom game, do so. There was a really good match review. That was probably my favourite. And the matchday experience is closing in on, I think, 500 likes, which is absolutely fantastic from you guys. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for watching. Norwich City we trust. Alex Neil we trust. Get behind the boys. Let's back the boys. Let's try and stay in this league. It's going to be hard, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks very much for watching, and peace out.